Shocking facts about Malé City, Maldives. When you think of the Maldives, you probably picture turquoise waters, white sandy beaches, and luxury resorts. But hidden within this paradise lies a capital city so unique, so extreme, that it seems like a miracle it even functions. Malé City, the vibrant capital of the Maldives, is a breathtaking fusion of natural beauty and modern charm. Surrounded by the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean, this compact island city is a visual delight with its colorful buildings, palm-lined roads, and white sandy shores. The skyline is dotted with mosques, markets, and modern structures that reflect the rich cultural heritage and progressive spirit of the Maldivian people. Despite its small size, Malé offers a serene escape with its crystal-clear lagoons, vibrant coral reefs, and stunning sunsets that paint the sky in hues of gold and crimson. It's a place where urban life meets tropical paradise, creating an unforgettable experience for every visitor. Malé City, the beating heart of the Maldives. And today, we're revealing the most shocking and mind-boggling facts about this extraordinary city. Fact number 1, one of the smallest capital cities in the world. Malé is remarkably tiny. The entire city occupies just 8.3 square kilometers, 3.2 square miles. For comparison, Central Park in New York City is larger. Despite this minuscule footprint, Malé has to accommodate everything a capital city needs: government buildings, hospitals, banks, markets, homes, schools, mosques, shops, and infrastructure. There's no countryside, no outskirts, no large open spaces. Every square meter is intensely utilized. Because of its size, the city has expanded to nearby islands, but the original Malé Island remains the hyper-congested core of operations. Fact number 2, among the most densely populated cities on Earth. With over 250,000 people packed into 8.3 square kilometers, Malé has one of the highest population densities in the world, estimated at over 60,000 people per square kilometer. That density surpasses cities like Dhaka, Karachi, and even Manila. Buildings are constructed closely together, often with minimal gaps, and rise vertically to fit as many people as possible. Rooftops are used for water tanks, antennas, or even makeshift spaces. Residents live in compact apartments, sometimes with 6 to 8 people in a 2-bedroom unit. Privacy is rare. Streets are narrow, and many areas don't have sidewalks due to lack of space. The constant human activity creates a non-stop, buzzing urban environment. Fact number 3, lack of privacy in everyday life. With high-rise apartments built almost on top of each other, privacy is a luxury in Malé. Neighbors often live just a few feet apart, and sound insulation is minimal. Social life happens in full public view. Fact number 3, high suicide and mental health concerns. The combination of urban stress, lack of space, economic pressure, and climate anxiety has led to rising cases of depression and suicide. Mental health care is under-resourced and often stigmatized. Fact number 4, a city only a few feet above sea level. Malé sits at an average elevation of just 2.4 meters, around 8 feet, above sea level. This makes it one of the lowest-lying capital cities in the world. Any significant rise in sea levels due to climate change poses a catastrophic risk. The city has already experienced serious flooding during storms and high tides. A combination of climate change, glacier melting, and warmer oceans could submerge parts of the city within decades. A strong cyclone or tsunami could devastate Malé with minimal warning. In fact, the Maldives is one of the most vulnerable nations to climate change, and Malé is its front line. Fact number 5, protected by a giant seawall. To defend against rising seas, the entire perimeter of Malé is surrounded by a 6-kilometer-long concrete seawall, about 3 meters high. It was built in the 1980s with Japanese funding after a disastrous tidal wave in 1987 flooded much of the city. The seawall absorbs the impact of waves and high tides and has since become a lifeline for Malé. However, it also poses new problems. It prevents natural drainage, so even moderate rain can cause waterlogging. Maintenance is a constant challenge, and if the wall were breached during a major storm, the city could be inundated within hours. Fact number 6. The Cineal Bridge, a lifeline between islands. Completed in 2018, the Cineal Bridge connects Malé with Hulhuel Island, home to Valana International Airport, and Hulhuel. This engineering marvel has transformed access between the islands, previously only accessible by boat. Before the bridge, even airport transfers required a ferry ride. Fact number 7, airport located on a separate island. Malé's International Airport, Valana International, is not even on the same island as the city. It lies on Hulhuel Island, which used to be reachable only by boat or ferry. Until recently, passengers arriving in the Maldives had to step off the plane and board a boat to reach the capital. However, the Cineal Bridge, also known as the China-Maldives Friendship Bridge, changed everything. Completed in 2018, this 2-kilometer bridge now connects Malé, Hulhuel, and Hulhuel Island. Still, the separation of the airport from the capital makes logistics, emergency services, and transport uniquely challenging. Fact number 8, no public transport system. Despite its importance, Malé has no public bus system, metro, or light rail. With limited land and high density, it's not feasible to build wide roads or mass transit. Most people rely on scooters, bicycles, or walking. Motorbikes are everywhere. Traffic congestion is common and chaotic, especially during peak hours. Because there's so little space, parking is scarce and traffic rules are loosely followed. Cars often block intersections, and scooters are parked on sidewalks. Even emergency vehicles can get stuck due to blocked roads. It's an organized mess that somehow keeps moving. Fact number 9, a city of motorbikes, not cars. In Malé, motorbikes far outnumber cars, a fact you will immediately notice when you arrive. Due to the city's narrow roads and high population density, cars are impractical and rare. Motorbikes are the primary mode of transport for residents. Families, business people, and even school children all use motorbikes for daily commutes. It's not uncommon to see 2 adults and a child riding the same bike. Parking lots, sidewalks, and alleyways are often filled with tightly packed rows of 2-wheelers. Malé is a tiny city, and so, renting a motorbike from the local shop is efficient to explore the island in a single day before you head to your resort island. Most of Malé's population uses scooters or walks, yet the city suffers from frequent traffic jams. The streets are narrow, many only wide enough for a single car. With thousands of motorbikes, delivery vans, taxis, and pedestrians jostling for space, the city faces serious traffic issues despite the lack of conventional vehicles. Delivery services, couriers, and even emergency responders frequently use motorbikes to navigate the congested streets. While this solves part of the space problem, it also leads to noise, air pollution, and chaotic traffic scenes that can feel overwhelming to outsiders. Fact number 10, no natural source of fresh water. Malé has no rivers, lakes, or freshwater reservoirs. The underground water table is contaminated with salt due to the porous coral island base. So, the city depends entirely on desalination plants that convert seawater into potable water. This high-tech process is energy-intensive and vulnerable to power failures or fuel shortages. Additionally, during the dry season, water shortages are common, and water rationing is implemented. Some buildings have rainwater collection systems as a backup. The entire water supply of the capital is essentially man-made. Fact number 11, Philofushi, the garbage island. Due to lack of land, Malé dumps most of its waste on Philofushi, an artificial island built from reclaimed lagoon space. Nicknamed Garbage Island, it began as a solution to manage increasing urban waste. Over the years, it has grown into a sprawling landfill filled with industrial waste, household garbage, and construction debris. Every day, hundreds of tons of garbage are ferried to Philofushi, where some of it is incinerated or buried, while the rest simply piles up. The environmental consequences are severe. Leaching chemicals, ocean contamination, air pollution, and toxic smoke have all been reported. Fact number 12, alcohol is banned in Malé. As the Maldives is a 100% Muslim country, the sale and consumption of alcohol is forbidden in Malé under Islamic Sharia law. Tourists may be surprised to learn that there are no bars, liquor stores, or clubs serving alcohol in the capital. Consumption is allowed only in privately licensed resorts and safari boats, which are often located on separate islands. Even bringing alcohol into the city is illegal. Tourists passing through Malé must wait until they reach their resort island to enjoy a drink. This strict regulation preserves cultural values but creates a unique tourism policy that separates leisure from governance. Fact number 14. Lack of green spaces and recreational parks. Urbanization has left little room for parks, playgrounds, or green zones. Children often play on rooftops or narrow alleys. Cineal Park is one of the few green spots available in the city, but it can hardly cater to the entire population. Fact number 14. Lack of green spaces and recreational parks. Urbanization has left little room for parks, playgrounds, or green zones. Children often play on rooftops or narrow alleys. Cineal Park is one of the few green spots available in the city, but it can hardly cater to the entire population. Fact number 15. Unique cultural blend. Despite the hardships, Malé remains culturally vibrant. It blends Islamic traditions with South Asian and seafaring influences. Festivals, music, and cuisine reflect centuries of cultural exchange. Fact number 16. There are no cemeteries, multi-layer burial is common. Due to space constraints, traditional burial spaces do not exist. The deceased are buried in multi-layered graves or transferred to other islands. Malé City is a paradox. It's the bustling, overcrowded heart of a nation sold to the world as a peaceful paradise. Its challenges are immense, yet its resilience is admirable. Whether it's the looming threat of climate change, the overcrowded skyline, or the determination to build a floating future, Malé tells a story of survival, innovation, and contradiction. It's one of the most shocking, misunderstood, and fascinating cities on Earth. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more explorations of the world's most surprising places. See you in the next video.